highlight that. Yeah, I'll do a. I'll give you guys a nice, cool view while I do my final impression. Okay, so my final impression of ArcheAge after playing it for a while. Actually, first I'm gonna thank the follow. Great, thank you for the follow. Okay, my final impression of ArcheAge after playing it for about 7.5 hours. That flame. Okay, overall, I'd say it's worth playing. From what I've heard, it's gonna be free on release, with an optional sub and a transaction shop and all that. But for at for free, definitely. I'd say it's definitely worth playing as a free-to-play game. Most definitely. Let's see. Things I liked about the game. I liked the environments and the music. I really enjoyed. I really like the scale of the game. It feels like a very big game. It feels like there's a lot to the game world. There is. Let's see. Look down. Man. The overall graphics do look pretty good. I've been running on DX9 for a little bit. I was running on DX11 earlier. I haven't been able to really tell that much of a difference, but it still looks pretty good for using both. I would have kept it on DX11, but it was leaking, memory leak and all that fun junk, so that wasn't a good thing. It is beta, so things like memory leaks and all that fun junk is to be expected. The combat, I would put it was fun to play, but it was also fairly limiting in some of its aspects. I understand I only got to level 15. I understand that there are a lot more combinations that you can mix and match skills with and whatnot. With the 5, 6, 7 towards the end that I was having fun. Even with just the 5 I was having, it was fun. I played, for reference, I was playing the Blighter character class, which is Battle Rage plus Defender plus Shadowplay. So the different classes, I didn't try out the different classes, but at least Blighter gameplay, I was having fun. Even with very few skills, I was having fun. It felt very in and out, very actiony. Some things that it is very traditional combat. It did feel very very WoW-ish, but at the same time, it did feel like it had more to it. It had camera shake, which helped. It had what else? It did have the fact that things were very, like, even though it was kind of WoW-ish, it also, I didn't have to wait very long. There wasn't a lot of downtime for skills. Like, everything had fairly short cooldowns. Was able to kind of dance around and whatnot. Again, this could have something to do with me playing a melee and not a caster. I don't know how a caster feels. So there's that. Also, I was doing primarily PvE stuff. Everyone who hung out in the stream and whatnot was saying PvP, you gotta wait for PvP, you gotta give it a chance to level 30 and do the PvP. It's like, yes, but I also don't want to play all the way to level 30 for an impression stream, because that'll take a while. But nonetheless, I did have fun with what I was doing. The questing itself was very run-of-the-mill, but I don't really expect more than that for a lot of games nowadays. Guild Wars 2 is still kind of its own thing. As far as what it did, it's very much the exception to the rule. It did kind of have little neat touches to the questing, like it did have those little kind of face-to-face cinematic things, but it didn't have a lot of like extra draw time or anything like that. So, I mean, nothing too fancy. This ship is moving all over the place. What else we got? I'm not really looking at the chat right now because I want to keep on a roll with this. Things I didn't like. Absolutely despise the tapping system. This game has the tapping system. For those who don't know what tapping is, it's where if you are not in a party and you are the first one to attack something, no one else can get credit. And by the same token, if someone else attacks something before you and you are not in their party or raid, you don't get credit for it. It's very exclusive. It is a system I absolutely despise in WoW, and I despise it just as much here. I do not like it at all. Is there anything else I really disliked majorly? there wasn't, honestly, there wasn't really anything I really absolutely despised or majorly disliked. It was pretty much just the tapping system that I hated. What else? This is a sandbox game, so I understand that there's a lot of stuff, a lot of content that just isn't there yet because people haven't made it yet. This game is very much driven by what the players do. So I understand that fact as well. I'm rolling that into my impression as well. This is beta, so the MMO feel isn't quite there right now, simply because there aren't a lot of players playing due to some of the limitations of the beta and the alpha. There were a lot of really nice usability things. The quest pointers at your feet are nice. Having that multi-sized mini-map is cool. I like the fact that when you're mounting, it's not sit there and twiddle your thumbs for 3 seconds and then your mount appears. It's you summon your mount is there. There's some mounted combat stuff. It didn't really feel meaningful, but I mean, I guess it's nice that it's there. It adds a little flavor to it. If I didn't comment on the music already, I think I may have, but if I haven't already said it, I'll say it again. Or if I did say it, I'll say it again. Music in this game is very good, as far as I'm concerned. They definitely got the atmosphere down. Is there anything else noteworthy? I didn't really do much for character creation, but from the number of tabs and whatnot I saw, it does look like there's quite a bit of character customization in it. I know I said I was going to do that earlier, but I never got around to it. I'd say okay, my very final impression is this game will be worth playing when it releases. Is it worth paying $150 for the alpha? No. Is it worth paying $50 for beta? Only if you're really, really committed to it and you really think it'll turn out well for you. But for free-to-play, definitely. Definitely worth playing for a free-to-play game. And even paying that optional sub, I'd say it might be worth it. It just seems like there's a lot of detail that went into it, and it's definitely, I'd say it's definitely worth picking up. If you're looking forward to it, it's definitely worth picking up at release. Yeah, for those who are wondering about like microtransactions and whatnot, from what I saw, it looked very, very much like Guild Wars 2's, where it's cosmetic convenience. There's the labor thing in there, which, I mean, with how the labor system works, it seems like it's kind of pay to win, but in a very roundabout way, and not really a way that would really make that much of a difference. At least not straight out. From what people have told me, the PvP gear helps, but it's not game-breaking. Skill will still outdo gear, which is cool to hear. Yeah, I'd say, yeah, if you're looking forward to the game, I guess if you're really looking forward to it and you really think it'll be worth it, drop the $50 on the beta. Otherwise, wait for it to come out when it's free to play. And if you're into it then, you have the option to play a paying the sub or even microtransaction stuff. Worth $150 for an alpha? I wouldn't do that for any game. But yeah, I'd say that's my impression of ArcheAge. So yeah, I'll be putting this on YouTube and all that fun stuff. So.